conversation. I think it's gonna work when I try it again. Yeah, so my name is Amanda Subulai, and I am the brand founder of Dignify Afro Beauty. And this hairstyle, I'm trying to get used to it, you all. Please excuse me, it's so wild for me. But anyway, such is life. So welcome to our InHairitage Fireside Conversation. And we plan to have these every month except for December and most probably Jan. But really the point is to be able to, I think, have intimate conversations about our hair, you know. We're just finding that our hair is such an integral part of our lives. And when we've looked after our hair, we've just seen such an amazing transformation. Very big transformation, either internally, confidence, even people being able to just identify with themselves, you know, loving themselves again. And the biggest impact, I think, for us has been to see our children, you know, start loving themselves and starting loving their hair the way it is. Being able to go to school in their multiracial schools and they're wearing their afros. As young as, you know, junior school, that usually has not been heard of, and some of the kids have felt, other people have really felt, insecure, completely insecure. So, so we're very excited about this. Sorry guys, there's just something happening on this side that is... Apologies. How do I stop this now? Technology, guys. Sure, technology. Okay. So today what we really wanted to talk to you about is we're going to do an introduction, obviously, of our brand and why we started the brand. But more importantly, I think we have found just engaging our customers realize that, you know what, a lot of people are battling with hairline, they're battling with thickening their hair, and are really battling with restoring their crown. And we've also, during winter, were able to see some really amazing results with some of our clients, of which one of them is our guest today, which we're very excited that she'll be able to share just about her experience in terms of restoring her crown. So I'm going to go straight to it. May I ask, if you don't mind, Midiane, will you check for me if there are any hands? Anyone can ask questions anytime. I'm not going to do introductions now because I don't want to waste your time. But Midiane, if you don't mind, just let me know if there's someone who wants to ask any questions, as I might not be able to see their hands. Do you mind?
Okay. No, sure, I'll do it.
Thank you so much. I appreciate it. Okay, cool. So let's see if I can repeat what I did earlier, and hopefully it works. Yay. Okay, cool. So so Dignify Afro Beauty, I'm the founder. As I said, we're a brand that really celebrates our individuality, and we foster a sense of pride in our natural hair. We are a natural hair brand that's manufactured in South Africa. We established it in 2019. And we currently have about 11 products, and we're continuously having some also being tested. Our heart behind Dignify Afro Beauty really speaks to the fact that I was completely, moved when it was actually quite a weird experience, which I didn't expect it to lead us here. At 40, I decided to cut my hair, and that's only because I really wanted my girls, which I have two girls, that when they've grown up with braids, they had grown up with long hair because I would blow their hair. And the reason I cut my hair was that I just wanted them to know they're beautiful the way they are. That was really the only essence of why I did this. A few years later, I'm wearing my hair nice and short. I'm trying to figure out what ways of how to make it, to get the curls to pop. And this is working and I'm loving it. Then I decided, okay, let me grow my hair. I want to grow my hair, and there was really not a lot of products in the market. That's where this journey started. And I battled, I struggled. I tried this product, it worked today, it didn't work tomorrow. I tried this process, it worked and it didn't work. I mean, I've tried not everything, but as much as I could, to get us here. then I decided, okay, and maybe it's best that I start my own brand and I start my own products. Literally, I'm making products in the kitchen. My helper is helping. She knew every time she was making rice, she had to leave me rice water in the fridge. I mean, it was like a whole production in this household, you know. After the first year of trying these products that I was cooking in the kitchen, I was blown away by my hair. I was blown away by how my hair loved the avocado and the carrot oil. So then I thought, oh, let me try it on my girls. Maybe I'm, you know how it is. Sometimes you could, think highly of yourself, So I thought, let me try it on the girls. The girls were willing. That was a year that they started really going to high school in their afros. It was a big deal. That's the conversation we have about that is usually our back to school talk that we have around Jan, and that they share their stories. And Bob is your uncle. Then I decided, oh my God, this actually works. Let me try and see if I can bottle it, And we've been bottling our products since then. And when we created the one product, we realized we needed another one. Then you realize, oh no, this one works, but then this doesn't work in winter. Then I need something in winter. So that's how all of our products have been designed. It was really out of, you need something else. Your hair is okay with this, but it needs something else, And that's why when we share with people that you actually need a product set, to keep your hair going. And because we've tried and tested all of them. So our values really around celebrating our natural diversity, empowering confidence and self-love. We really believe, in building community, and we want to make sure that we deliver quality to our community. We want to build a legacy, and have that cultural connection, and then obviously educating and uplifting one another, and hence our InHairitage talks. So the products we have, solve dandruff. A lot of people battle with dandruff. We've got products that kill the bacteria that causes dandruff. We help with stopping breakage, and I can tell you now, people who've used our products can share about how our products have helped them stop breakage. We help moisturize, and that's where we started. My hair was so dry, guys. I couldn't moisturize my hair. I tried everything in the market. And so I dedicated my time to just get it moisturized and to stay moisturized. That was also another big thing. Stay moisturized, So most of our products, our biggest selling, is definitely, moisturizing. We're learning how to grow our hair, so we have seen notable growth over time, but there are times where then it grows and then it stops, so that's something that we're really wanting to work towards. And we believe some of these menopause products that we've just launched will actually help with the growth itself, We help to restore hairlines. We also help to thicken our hair, which is very, very exciting. So what are the different products and the different ingredients? We've got garlic, for instance, in our products. We've got onion in our products. So we've got baobab oil. We've got glycerine. We've got so many different ingredients that all work hand in hand. In these ingredients, by the way, we found out that there were some ingredients that don't work with each other, So a lot of people speak about, I'll give you an example. Fenugreek is an amazing, fenugreek doesn't work. We've taken it in and taken it out because every product we've ever bottled, we've tried it on our hairs, and we've also have a core set of clients that try those products with us before we bottle them. So we've tried all those ingredients, and these are the different types. We're very excited about the menopause one. So it's our first 2 products in the range. We do believe we need to do more. And these ones, we call them, when you do your facial products, you've got the anti-aging range. This is what these products are going to be, these green ones. This is definitely your anti-aging range. And the reason you need an anti-aging range is because I went through this menopause situation and I realized, I'm like, but I had tried all the products. I've got all the products to do everything with my hair. Why now do I need an extra one? You know what? Your body changes over time, and we realized, listen, we have to deal with hormonal changes, and because our hair also gets impacted by them. What we learned is not only you need products, you also need a system. How do you use these products then? What do you start with? What do you then come with? So we realized that it's so critical that you have a system, that you have a routine. And these products play that routine, So we've got something we call pre-wash, which we know most of the brands in South Africa do not have. So this is something that you use before you wash your hair. So when I undo my hair with a pre-wash. As I take out the hairpiece, I then put pre-wash onto my hair. you wash and condition, so in that step 2, we've got shampoo, we've got shampoo and a conditioner. We also have this blue one, which is a 2-in-1 shampoo and conditioner. I like the blue one. Whenever I have my braids and I need to wash them, I easily wash them without it creating buildup. The third step is really around treatment. I'm surprised how many people do not know they need to treat their hair. You need to treat your hair every time you wash it. Whether it's your salon that's washing it or you washing it, you have to treat your hair. And a lot of our clients take these products to their salon and say, please use these products, and we believe that really that works. Step 4, you moisturize. So after you've treated, you've rinsed it, you moisturize. Then you can style it. And then this is the most important, which is step 5. So step 5 is between wash day to wash day, between one hairstyle to the next hairstyle. And that is really a critical step, which is really what we want to share with you today around step 5, the different products that we recommend for you to help restore your hairline. But ideally, you should actually be doing all of the step 1s to step 5. I also make it, think about it as, if you go to someone and say, I've got a pimple problem, you don't just get one product that says, here's the pimple product. You actually need a whole routine around, washing and cleansing and masking and, and remember now, your facial skin is only facial skin. Your hair, you have to deal with the skin, which is the scalp, and you have to deal with the hair. So you're not only just washing the face, you're actually washing your scalp, which is the face, and you must wash your hair, which is double whammy. So, to a lot of people are like, but why do I need all these products? You actually are dealing 2 issues on your hair, which is on your face is only one, so only the skin, and here it's skin and hair. Testimonials, we've had such great testimonials from our clients. This is one of the clients that really had her crown, restored. There's a one at the bottom with a child who she was just so frustrated. I don't know what to do with the hair. I'm going to relax it. I'm like, try it. And she loves our hair products. And the biggest thing for us is when that little statement that says the little girl loves her Afro. Remember, that's what we stand for. As much as we're selling products, we want our little girls, our little women, our old women to love their hair and love themselves for who they are. This is one of the ladies who used our new tested. Actually, she was one of our testers of the menopause range because we saw it work for me, and I was like, oh, I don't want to launch something if what if it doesn't work. She was keen to test, and she's one of the few that tested, and literally she's been blown away by how thick her hair became. Similarly with this lady, she had hair that was sparse and needed to just thicken it. And so we are now available. WhatsApp, guys, feel free, direct access. I might not respond immediately, but feel free to WhatsApp. And we've also got an email, we've got a website. We're in Four Ways More, we're in Menlyn, we're also on Take a Lot. So I'm going to pause here for a second just to ask for any questions, because really I want to deep dive into why we're here. So that was just a really brief explanation of who we are as Dignify Afro Beauty, but now really wanted to share with you around, restore, thicken, and rebuild, why we are here. Can I pause and see if there are any questions?
There's a hand from Felicia.
Go ahead, Felicia. Thank you so much, Diana.
Thank you so much, Amanda, for the wonderful presentation. First of all, I want to ask, after a problem with hair, and this is a problem which I discovered years back. Initially, I better was hair. Now, when I started watching my 40, I started becoming thinning at the end. So, that's my challenge at the moment. Since, and yes, I started using the products, but now it's becoming like smooth. It is slow and smooth. Like it's no longer like before. It's becoming slowly. So that is one of my major challenges that I'd like you to address.
Okay, thank you so much, Felicia. So I couldn't hear you clearly, but I think I heard you saying that you are battling with thinning hair as you've gotten older, and that you've started using our products and it's getting thicker but slowly, right? Yeah. Okay. Okay.
Very
Cool.
close.
Huh? Say that again, Felicia.
No, you are right.
Okay.
It's true.
Okay. Perfect. Great stuff. I'm gonna take you through this presentation, and hopefully, it will help answer your question. Anybody else with a question? No. Okay. Cool. Let us continue our presentation. Cool. So these are 3 topics we want to cater. So I'm going to go through them. If you've got any questions, feel free to write them down. First of all, we want to just talk about restoring your hairline, right? Your hairline can recede, can be very, very bad. So we want to help you with that. And I thought it'd be important for us to just actually, let's understand what are the issues here. You know, first of all, when we say we want you to restore your hairline, we mean rebuilding, you know, your hairline, you know, the thinning area, you know, and it's about giving your edges, you know, the ability to grow, you know, and what for you to get that done is you need to actually moisturize, protect, and let it rest. So what causes hairline to recede? Tight hairstyles, guys. You know, gels, hormonal changes, nutritional deficiencies, scalp inflammation. I really believe that this is the biggest issue that I'm actually going to deep dive into futuristically around scalp. I think our scalp is inflamed holistically, and we do so many things to inflame our scalp. So I really think that it's something that we really need to think about, because once it's inflamed, that means your hair follicles cannot, you know, grow this beautiful hair. And so those are the things that really cause that. And, you know, from a biological perspective, you know, your hairline has got very small hair follicles and they're very fragile. So us doing things on our hair follicles, on our hairline, and making it tight, we break those. And so as a result, reduce blood flow, you know, and then our hair follicles shrink and they stop producing strong hair. So if already they're thin, they're already short, you know. So I think it is important for us to realize that we should be able to kind of protect that area, be gentle with that area, you know. So what does it need from a biological perspective? It needs oxygen, circulation, and sebum. You know, from a behavioral perspective, you know, we need to minimize tension, you know, and clean that scalp on a regular basis, and and gently look after it. Key ingredients that are required for your hairline is definitely peppermint oil, that boosts circulation, aloe, that calms irritation, castor oil, and you know, any kinds of herbal extracts. What to do to fix it? Stop any tight hairstyles, please, guys. I can't say this enough. And you can think about it around, if you look at other races, they don't pull, actually some do, you know, but generally they don't pull their hair the way we do, you know. We must avoid hair pieces. If you've got a problem with your hairline, please avoid hair pieces. What I have seen other hairstylists do, which is really an amazing thing, is that when they start plaiting, they plait, let's say they do cornrows, they'll plait with your own hair first and then add the hairpiece later, just to protect that hairline, you know. If you can, I know sometimes we can't, but we must avoid wigs. Because especially those that, if you can feel a wig on your hairline, it's irritating your hairline. You should not feel anything around that, you know. And if sometimes you might have to change your hairstylist, guys, I'm sorry to say. You know, some hairstylists are very, they pull and they don't know how to plait so that they protect your hairline. You have to find someone that can do it gently. Change what you also put on at night. You know, a lot of people have, we've talked about a lot of satin dukes, satin what. Guys, if your satin, I don't know if you can see this, but if your satin has got a rubber band, don't wear it. That rubber band that's touching on your hair is what's also causing your hairline, you know, to be irritated. So I try and find dukes now that don't have any rubber bands that touching my scalp. And obviously massage daily and no gels whatsoever. So we definitely have found that using this range has really helped because it's got peppermint, it's got castor oil, you know, and it's got lots of moisture. A lot of people always say, but I only have a hairline problem. And we're like, yes, we know you only have a hairline problem, but you also need to treat your hairline. You need to wash your hairline. You need to condition. You know what I mean? So we're only putting this there just to reinforce that as much as you've got a hairline and you're going to come and say, I want this product for the hairline, but that part also needs to be washed. It also needs to be conditioned. It also needs to be treated, you know. So I think it's important for us to understand that. These are some of the before and after pictures that we have. You know, this lady literally used what's so nice about our products as well, they don't use everything. You know, she started using our Thicken Grow spray. She's got the shine lotion. And, you know, you can see that there's progress, you know, in terms of a hairline. It does take a while to improve your hairline, by the way. And it comes and it goes, and it comes and it goes depending on what you do. So you have to be very consistent with whatever you do so that you keep your hairline, you know, working. Thickening your hair. So this really means improving your hair density, you know, reducing that breakage. And so you need that new growth to come stronger and more resilient. What causes this usually is protein loss, over manipulation and combing, and then lack of moisture. You know, when you don't have moisture, your hair breaks, you know. So really from a biological perspective, the hair thickness depends on the cortex, you know, the inner strand structure. You know, so protein and water is important, and when you lose it, it also weakens your strand. Also, what I learned, because I went through this, is the reduction of collagen. Sorry, I just want to see, I think someone is on the line. You know, honestly, when I learned this was quite traumatizing for me because my hair thinned drastically. And I was like, but I've been doing all of these things that Dignify said I must do. I was doing step 1 to 5. Now why did my hair thin, you know? And in our discovery, we found out that actually by the time you turn 50, guys, your collagen levels will drop by 50%. I'm 52 now. I'm turning 53 next year. Let me tell you, the last 2 years and my hair has been a nightmare. And I had never known this. And I learned it, and I want to tell all my younger girls, if you can, please, darlings, start, you know, supplementing yourself with collagen. I didn't do that. Supplement yourself with collagen. And you have to be consistent with collagen, right? You can't do it today and then stop it. Do it consistently every single day because your levels are dropping, you know. So you need to balance protein and moisture and consistent hydration. And I also had to change my diet, which really has helped my hair tremendously. And your collagen and biotin are going to be very important for thicker hair. And what do you do to fix it? Like, look, you can't get away with treating your hair. You can't get away without a protein treatment. You know, you have to avoid excessive styling. I've found different ways now. I'm going to show it to you now how I style. Like crochet, I'm like, this is the best thing. And also to thicken your hair, I've also learned that you can keep your hairstyles a little bit longer than you usually do. I would keep my cornrows for 4 weeks. I keep them now for 6 weeks. But to do that, I have to hide them. So I hide them underneath my hair like this, you know, because the longer, then more hair comes out and it comes out stronger and thicker. But you have to find someone who's gentle, who knows how to undo that hair, right? Because if you've now kept it long, now it's tangled, and then you've got someone else who just does not know how to undo, you're dead in the water. So we recommend same products will help with this as well. And I've spoken about treatment. Here was me, guys. I haven't launched this video yet, but I'm busy working on this video. At 50, my hair was thriving, right? It was big, it was thick, and it was like, at 51, the year I turned 51, I hit menopause. My hair shrunk. I don't know if you can see that. Shrunk. And it was thin, and then this is when this green little menopause situation came, those green products. I looked at those, I researched, I tried this, and I tried that, and my hair restored back to the deluxe range, which is what we're calling it, a deluxe range. Amazing, guys. Was really, really amazing. This lady tried exactly the same product, and I didn't know I was not the only one suffering with hair thinning due to menopause. And she tried it, and Bob is your uncle. So I really think that it's quite important for us to look into that. Rebuilding your crown, really restoring. Guys, this crown, the biggest issue about the crown, I'm going to stop now after this, it's the itch. I don't know if you guys have noticed, if you're older, you start itching here and you're scratching. The lady that's given us that feedback now had actually she started scratching and her crown just started developing. You know, so similarly, it needs oxygen, and I know we wear wigs a lot. It needs oxygen, you know. So that crown, you know, apparently we've got fewer subcutaneous glands, which means there's the glands that generate oils onto your scalp. There's a fewer here, and therefore it gets drier hair quickly. So without oils, your follicles then weaken and they shed prematurely. So it's really going to be important for us to keep this area moisturized and giving it lots of oxygen. There's a lot you need to fix. Similarly to how you fix your thinning hair, you use the same thing to fix your crown. Less is more here, more than anything else. And, you know, we are excited because our guest is Moloko Podile. And literally when she reached out to us, she was like, Amanda, my whole family, my aunts, my mom, my brother, have got the same issue that you can see here. And they've battled with it, and they even believe it's hereditary. It was like, I don't know, I can't wait to hear her story, really and honestly. And look at this, you know, like literally she started our products in July, I think. By September, she was sending us these pictures, and we were so blown away ourselves, you know. And I was so encouraged when I asked her, how do you feel? She says, I had lost hope. And she's so young, you know, she's not even 50 yet, like me. So it's not justifiable to have this. So I'm really looking forward to hearing Moloko speak to us. Welcome, Moloko. Is she still there? Moloko.
Hi, can you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you. Thank you so much. Before you start, let me just ask, are you all still okay, team? We're going to have Moloko now speak about her journey. Any questions, any thoughts? Thank you, Zodwa. I saw a thumbs up. Anybody else? Okay, great. Over to you, Moloko.
Okay, hi. I'm just trying to figure out this camera thing. Hi, everyone. My name is Moloko Podile Chauke. Yeah. So basically, I'm 37, and the hair thing has always been an issue for me. In fact, why are you putting in a wig if it's going to be about your hair? So literally, when Amanda started talking, I'm like, I'm taking off this wig. But yeah, I've always, not always, I think when I got pregnant, which when the baby came and then months passed, and I was just like, oh, okay, hopefully at some stage this hair is going to grow back. I know I don't have the longest hair, but I have hair. And now the baby is like 3 years, now a toddler, 3 years old. And my hair was just not growing. I didn't like my hair. I didn't like how I looked when I looked in the mirror. And I was tired of wigs because I have wigs galore. But there are days where you just don't want to go out of the house wearing wigs. You just want to go out being yourself. And yeah, I had my doubts with the products. I was like, okay, I'm seeing Amanda's showing all these products all the time. Let me just reach out to her because I've tried everything else, and I'm glad I did.
Oh. Are you still speaking? You went quiet.
Did I go quiet completely?
Yeah. We heard you when you say, I'm glad I did. Okay, let's just wait for her. Hey guys, we're trying to get you into this call.
Hello?
Okay, you're back.
Oh my gosh, I was having a whole conversation alone.
What do you mean? Were you talking the whole time?
Yes.
Oh no! I'm so sorry.
Sorry about that.
Oh no, sorry.
No, I just moved. Yeah, I thought let me move. Maybe I'm the problem. So I moved outside. Hopefully you can hear me properly now. So you heard nothing.
I know. Sorry. Please start again.
Okay, no problem. So hi everyone. My name is Moloko.
No, Muloko, sorry. We heard you up until you're glad you tried Amanda's products.
Oh, so I'm glad I tried Amanda's products.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
No, is there anything else you want to ask me?
No,
Perhaps?
so tell us what products you were using, you know, and yeah, and how often you were using them, and yeah, just let us know how you did the regime.
Okay, so I was using the Thicken Grow spray and the lotion, shine lotion, but my favorite is the shea butter hair food. I love that. I use that like every day. And then the Thick and Grow spray, I only use it when my hair itches and stuff. But I don't use it a lot. What I use a lot is the hair food. And it's true what you said. Yes, we'd love to use all the products all at the same time. But like I don't think it stops your hair from growing whatsoever if you even just use one product and you stick to using it. I think what's important is consistency and finding out what really works for you and starting out bit by bit. I think sometimes we are discouraged, you know, when you try everything all at the same time and you're like, ish, I'm trying all these products I've gotten, but nothing is happening. But I think it just works a bit more, like it's more encouraging. If you're like, oh, if one product can do this for me, imagine if I did everything else. Yeah, so I did order, I think, in June. But to be honest, I really started using the product mid-July, toward the end of July. And yeah.
And so how
product
long
works.
Yeah, and how long did it take? So you started mid-July. What? And then you only because you sent us these pictures in September. Yeah. Yeah. And you went and you didn't use all of them. Wow. Yeah, so my constant was the shea butter and that lotion. Please forgive me, forgot the name. Yeah. The lotion. Yeah, that has a sweet smell. The shine lotion, yeah. Yeah, and then only the hair, the Thick and Grow only when I feel like my scalp is itching. And because it stays in the fridge, it's not always in front of me. I think that's why I'm not using it as constantly as others. Yeah. That's so true, because we've battled to figure out how else, because that one is completely organic, right? Let me see if I can put it up. Let me see so people can see what we're talking about. So, am I on the right slide? Can you guys see? Yeah. So what Padila's talking about is this green one is pure it's pure organic, right? And so we keep it in the fridge. And so when she talks about the hair food, this is the hair food, the one in the black tub. And then this is a shine lotion that smells like, that smells so nice. You know, other parents have told me that their kids say, "Mommy, that smells like candy," you know. And so of these 3 products, she's only used these 2. There's 3 actually, and this one consistently. And that's what it is. You can decide what works for you, right? And what you prefer. Like, for instance, I use, in this hairstyle that I have now, I'm using the oil and the Thicken Grow Spray every night. And because the hair might be messed up if I use the shine lotion, you know. So I use these 2, and my goal is that in the next 6 weeks, when I take my hair out, I'm going to the next level of, next level of growth, because I've seen amazing growth in just the year that I've been using these Thick and Grow spray. I use the hair food when my lines are a little bit old. And what I also use, I've done before, is I would use a hot oil treatment on my hair when I've got it like this, you know, in braids. So guys, I mean, I think that's really it, right? It is, it's all about consistency, and it's all about, just using what I do. I use my washing my face routine to also do my hair. So that is just part of my routine. It doesn't feel like I'm starting afresh all the time, or I must create another process. So I find that really works for me. I'm gonna pause here. I don't know if anyone has.
Please don't pause yet. Just one other thing I wanted to share. Actually, I didn't tell you.
Yeah.
The one thing about your hair food or whatever your products are doing to my hair, my son, because my hair before I started using them was rough. I don't know how else. That is people. You know? But now it's so soft. So we will find times I'll be like busy holding on to it, and then he comes and also grabs. So that's also one thing I really appreciate, that my hair now, even the texture, it feels a lot more softer.
That is so beautiful. That is so stunning. I'm so happy to hear that. I am so happy to hear that. Cool. So Felicia, you had a question earlier. Does what we've shared with you help in any way? And would you like us to elaborate on anything else?
No, whatever you have shared with me so far is very clear, and it will assist me. Thank you so much. Thank you.
No, I'm so glad. Anyone else has a question for Moloko or myself?
Good evening, everyone. It's Luna here. I've never had hair ever in my life. I don't know what is it to have hair, except if I'm relaxing it. And I have stopped relaxing my hair for years now. So my hair doesn't grow unless it's relaxed. Will these products be able to help me out? Because I think I have given up.
Oh, I'm so sorry to hear that. Spongile, sorry, I see your hand up. You can ask a question after this. Look, I mean, to be honest, before I started doing my hair, I also never knew that my hair could grow without being relaxed, to be honest. And so when I started this brand, I just never knew it was possible. And now I know it is, you know, I know it's possible. I've never seen my hair this long in my entire life without a chemical. And so if it can grow with a relaxer, there's definitely something there that we can do to revitalize those hair follicles, you know. And so I would love, Luna, to just, you know, work with you in terms of getting a routine going, in terms of manipulating your hair, stimulating your hair follicles, and let's see what happens, you know. I definitely do think that that Thick and Grow spray will definitely support and help. So let's see, if you're willing, let's try it and see what happens.
Okay. Is there perhaps a salon that you can refer that is able to work with like natural hair?
So I do have a private salon here. Usually, definitely, it's open to special people like yourselves on the group. And I have 2 hairstylists that I use without fail, and I know that they're gentle and love natural hair. Because, by the way, some people could be gentle, but they hate natural hair. So, because it can be very frustrating.
Okay.
And they love natural hair. So if you can, come through. And also these hairstylists, they come to your house as well. So if you're doing your own hair and you want a hairstylist that's gentle, and you've had your hair for long and you want someone to undo, but gently, they can come to do it at your house while you are working from home. So feel free to also reach out to them.
Okay. Thank you very much.
You're welcome. Swangile, over to you.
Hi, Amanda. Thank you very much, and good evening, everyone. You actually, you've just answered all the questions I wanted to ask. So,
and I owe you. I'm sorry.
So I wanted to actually ask if you're comfortable referring us to someone. So, to be honest, I'm really lazy. Honestly, hair is just that thing on my head. So, because I don't know if I have the discipline, but I do have the discipline of committing to someone who can help. That much I can do. So I wanted to really find out if is this a stylist you can recommend, I can come to, they can just see firstly what's going on, and then we can just take it from there.
Absolutely. Oh, my stylist would love to come to you and do your hair. They do such amazing work. So I will definitely recommend. And I do think, you know what, honestly, it's sad to say, but there are stylists that pull your hair and cause your hairline. And also what I learned is that whatever hairstyle you do, if your hair behaves differently and worse after that hairstyle, never do it again. And because I do believe that we've become a nation that will do anything for the hairstyle. You're willing to compromise your own hair just so you can have that amazing hairstyle. And I think for me, we need to actually find ways of how do I protect my hair first, and see if I can incorporate that hairstyle, So while we are at it, I also just want to share with you, I want to show you something actually. Let me just share with you now on what I've learned, guys, recently is that, I don't know if you can see, it's so dark, ne? Let me see if I do it this way. So what I do now, I crochet, yeah? So the ladies will do my cornrows underneath, ne? And then they'll tie the piece on my cornrow, yeah? So if I do maybe from the back, I don't know if you can see where I'm here from the back. Where am I? Yeah, but can you guys see? No?
I can't read, but I get the idea.
You get the idea, ne?
Yeah.
I'll also send you a video. But, so all they do, they cornrow my whole hair. Similar to how we used to do sew-ins or whatever they used to call them. But now it's actually cornrows, and then they just tie the hair one by one on my cornrows. So which means my hair underneath stays intact, number one. Number two, my hair does not intertwine with the hair piece. Because when you undo, there's a lot of breakage there. Thirdly, I realized that some of us, once we put our hair in our hairpiece, we never moisturize it. And my mom did that in the winter, this past winter. Mangim undoing it, Ma, why is your hair falling? At time danam bogubanda. So benga oily. Ma. So what happens is that your hair, when it's inside a hairpiece, it's suffocating, obviously, right? But more importantly, it gets dry and dry and dry if you don't do anything. So when you undo and untouch it, detach it from the hairpiece, it breaks. And that's why our hair doesn't grow, So while it's in a hairpiece, you have to constantly moisturize it. And that's why we've realized that Shine lotion it's water-based. So it's this proper one that smells like candy. It's water-based and makes your hair smell beautiful and nice, especially if you also gym while you have your hair pieces and your cornrows. What we also learned was that our hair loves water. That other races wash their hair almost every day, right? And we don't. And so that's why we've decided to go with this Thicken Grow spray, which is nothing but water, guys. Ne? This green one here is nothing but water with lots of herbs and spices, including green tea, including coffee, by the way, hint, hint. And we don't tell anyone that we actually have coffee. And what coffee does, it strengthens your hair, but also it darkens it, so it delays the grayness. That's why we call this a whole anti-aging range, guys. We're actually quite excited about this. So it makes your hair a little bit darker, So let me tell you, so because we don't wash our hair, I would really recommend you water your hair as often as you can, And yes, Moloko, it must stay in the fridge, but every so often you can keep it, next to you 2-3 days. It's not a big deal, so you can keep it, within your bathroom. Even 2 to 3 days is not too bad. But water your hair. And so obviously when you water it, because water dries out faster, your hair might get a little bit more dry. So that's why I do it together. I do the water and I do the oil. So you can do the water spray, Moloko, and your shea butter to keep your hair moisturized, watered and moisturized at the same time. Cool. Are there any other questions? Welcome, Catherine Kumalo. Go ahead, Mediana.
Thanks, Amanda. Yeah, so my question is, why does the product need to be kept in the fridge?
So that product in particular is pure organic, like purely organic. There are no stabilizers that we put in to keep it longer. It's really literally from your kitchen to the fridge. So what we try and do is to make sure that it doesn't. There's no bacteria that gets developed. You know how bacteria loves heat, so we just try to make sure you keep it as cold as possible. So that's why it needs the fridge.
All right, thank you. Makes sense.
Cool. Yeah. So if there are no other questions, I would like to close it off here and go ahead.
Amanda?
Yeah.
Hi. Sorry, I've got a question.
Go for it.
So mine is for my daughter. I've got a daughter who's like 2.5.
Oh, man.
So I was just wondering if I can use any of your products on her hair. Her hair is like taking so long to grow. I mean, it's there, but I feel like it could be longer because I'm keeping it natural. So I was wondering if I could use any of your products that I'm using on my hair, on her hair as well, given it's so teeny tiny.
Teeny tiny. Oh, man. So, definitely the shine lotion would work. I'm trying to just get back to sharing. So the shine lotion will work just to, moisturize, like, what's the word? Manipulate it, so you put it on your hands and manipulate it and just keep doing that. And then this is so young, sometimes with that shampoo, because it's not, rather use a tear, what do you call those Johnson & Johnson shampoos that don't make them teary?
Yeah.
For now, those,
no tears.
Yeah, no tears one. And just that shine lotion is really awesome, and the shea butter actually, but for now, and I wouldn't recommend anything else for a 2-year-old. From 4 and above, yes, but from a 2-year-old perspective, I would rather you, just use those basic ones.
Okay. All right, thanks.
Yeah, and actually that's the same challenge, so we know each other, that Lele had. Lele is our cousin between Mamoike and Mamoike. Yeah, so her hair took forever to grow, and she had this line, that line at the back, she stopped on the line. She had it forever, So at the time I didn't have the products, but she's actually it's grown now quite nicely, and she loves her natural hair, which is really an exciting experience for her. Yeah, any other question?
Hi, Amanda, it's Grace. I've just joined now because I was busy with something. But I think without delaying people, I'll join on the 30th because I saw that there's another page. I don't know if it's still okay for me to do that.
Absolutely. You saw that link, Grace. You just what's the word? Reschedule it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, no problem.
Okay, cool. Thanks everyone. So what I'm gonna do,
Amanda,
yes, darling.
do we book through you for the stylists?
Yes, just WhatsApp.
Okay.
Yeah, just WhatsApp. Yeah.
Thank you.
And I'm gonna send you this. Can you guys see this now? I don't know how to make it bigger. Oh goodness, technology, guys. Can you see it clearly on your side? Okay, it's coming. Something is gonna
Yes,
happen.
we can.
Okay, there we go. So I'm going to send you this. We've done a little table that explains what each of the products do, what ingredients, and how it helps with restoring your hairline, thickening your hair, and rebuilding your crown. And because you've joined us today, we're also offering you a 10% discount. So those who, if you have not registered with us, I'm going to send you a link. If you can, please register for us to be able to send you the 10% discount. The nice thing about this 10%, thank you guys. The nice thing about this 10%, you can use it, in any of our stores. Remember I shared that we are also in Menlyn, we're in Fourways. So you go there and say, I've got a discount voucher, please may I use it. You can do it directly via me when some of you order via WhatsApp. Happy with that as well. And my thingy-majiggy is hanging. But nevertheless, one last thing I wanted to share with you guys is that it's actually something we're launching underground. And this is, we're calling it InHairitage. Let me stop sharing and see if I can reshare. So you've seen the word for this invite is called InHairitage, right? Our goal is that September 24th of every year, we actually celebrate Heritage Day as our InHairitage, right? So what we're saying is that Heritage Day is InHairitage Day, One of the key things we want to go that route and why we are actually launching what we are launching is because we're just finding, and I'm not sure if you guys are seeing it and aware of it, that we have lost our identity. And sometimes it's hard to admit that, but the truth is we have, And when we say we have, we're also seeing the impact it has on the younger kids, When we say the younger kids, I'm not sure if you've noticed how younger kids have started either whitening themselves, and it's all about the weave, which we don't have a problem with the weave at all, but it's like just not loving who we are and hating our hair. I've got young kids who do not, like there's one child who came to my salon and comes with a hat, does not want anyone to see her natural hair. And I do her hair and I said, why? She goes, it's ugly. It's ugly. This is a high school, not even a high school child, grade 6, grade 7. And that hurts me, right? And I'm sure it hurts you. And what we realized is that actually, because we're not demonstrating that we are beautiful in the way we are, our kids are adopting, what we do. Like one of the things my daughter told me was that, Mommy, when I was growing up, you used to tell me how much you don't like yourself and you don't like your skin tone or you don't like this. And every time I criticized myself, she felt like I was criticizing her because she looked at herself and she looks like me. So if she looked like me and I hated myself, automatically it made her feel like she's not beautiful enough. And I didn't realize that. And I was completely shocked, So we would love to celebrate Heritage Day and let this day be the day we celebrate our InHairitage. And we're saying that if your hair was your inheritance that was worth 100 million rands, how would you look after it? And so we look forward to a day where we could wear our natural hair, we could be proud of our natural hair, and we are really being creative around how we could do this and make it amazing. One of the things on the left is that, we've got these t-shirts, wearing your hair and decorating your own natural hair. you know, and finding ways of just making it look beautiful, you know. So that's one of the things that we're wanting to do futuristically. So come 24th September 2026, which is, if you wash your hair once a month, that's 10 wash days, right? If you wash your hair twice a month, that's 20 wash days. And then if you're going to be touching your hair every day, you know, it's how many days, right? And so that's all we want to do. And we're envisioning a day with our children, men and women, just being able to celebrate who we are and claiming back our identity. And let me tell you, it is intimidating to the other race. I don't know if you've ever noticed. The minute you have your hair and it's big, you will get comments because it's intimidating. And guess what? That's what you want, because that's your heritage, right? But also that's your power, you know, as a woman, as a man, it's your power. So that's it. We wanted to share with you, and we are so grateful that you could be here with us. And thank you so much for taking the time out. Before I end, anybody else who has any comments? Oh, thanks, guys. I'm going to record those nice emojis. So grateful. We look forward to walking with you down this journey. So please keep in touch with us, either on our Facebook group. Yeah. So that's, the Facebook group is private, and it's only that place that we share some of these things. And yeah, thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thanks, guys. Enjoy. Wait, Muloko. Okay,
Bye-bye.
thanks. Thank you. Muloko, is that a hand or is that a bye-bye? Bye-bye. Okay. Take care, guys.
Bye-bye.
Bye. Thank you so much. Bye. Hi, Amanda. Hi.
Bye.
How are you? Hi, Catherine. Who joined? Oh, Amanda. Amanda, how are you, Mayikana? Shem, we are done. Thanks. Bye. Bye, Kate. Thank you for joining. Your turn on the 30th.
Bye, Amanda.
Your turn on the 30th, right? Ah, thanks, babes. Take care. Okay, so now the most important thing I'm gonna do